so today I'm going to be doing a bit of a revolution try on, testing out new makeup, things that I've seen at like Superdrug, that I'm really excited to try out. I've got these two colourbook eyeshadow palettes that look, I mean, they pretty much look like everything you ever need. And I know that they have like a few different ones. They have like blue, they have like a cool grey toned one, they have orange, pink, which looks amazing. And they're also like separated by this little piece of like plastic too, so they don't all mix in with each other because this folds over in itself. And also this like warm toned one, so it's basically separated. So you've got the matte shades at the top here and the shimmers here, and then the same goes for this pinky tone one, except I've got it upside down, so it's shimmers here at the top and then the mattes are here at the bottom. And this little piece of plastic here flips up so you can change over to which side of the palette that you want to use, but it also like kind of protects the shadows from mixing in with each other, which I thought was kind of nice little detail to add in, because not everyone really thinks about that sort of thing, do they? So I think I am going to be going with the brown neutral kind of palette today, and this is 02 as well, so they've got like the numbers, so it's like colourbook 02. They do have the numbers going down here as well, but I'm just going to point because there's too many to even consider showing you which ones they are. So I'm going to start off with concealing my eyelids, and for this I'm just going to go in with the Revolution Ultimate Radiant Under Eye Concealer. It's like this. I'm just going to put this on my eyelids. I will say I really like this wand. It's kind of a bit more of a bent like doe foot, but it feels really soft on the eye, so you're not like poking yourself, which is nice, because some of the cheaper brands, I mean, because Revolution is a really affordable brand, right? Some of the cheaper brands like Collection used to have the little concealer, and it was just a really tiny little doe foot, but it was quite solid, quite hard, so every time I was trying to put it on my face it was quite aggressive. And that just could just be because I'm a bit heavy-handed anyway, but you know, it helps to have something like this that's a bit softer. Just blending that in. This is my foundation brush. Just using the Rimmel Transparant powder. Now I'm going to be going in with the eyeshadow palette. So many shadows. Okay, so I'm going to be going in with the matte shades first, and I think I'm going to go in with more of a neutral shade, so kind of like, I think this one here, right here, and then I'm going to try and use that and place that into the crease. Just using a fluffy brush. This one's from Amore, it's the 112 brush, in case anyone was wondering. And just blend that into the crease. Okay, wow. First thoughts is that blended into the crease so easily. I'm really impressed with that. Sometimes they can skip quite a lot as well, so it's quite nice that this one is just blended in like a dream, and that colour is gorgeous, so love that. Just going to do the same on the other side. There's not too much fallout either, which is nice. I mean, that's perfect. No complaints. So I think I'm going to now go into a shimmer shade. More of this brown toned shimmer here. And I'm going to just pack that onto the lid. The only thing that I guess you are missing from this is a mirror. But then I don't really care, because a lot of the time you get like little compacts like this that have mirrors in them anyway, so it doesn't matter too much to me. And the amount of product that you get, you really can't complain. I think they were like £15, and then on the Superdrug website there was like a discount of like 20% off or something, so you get a very good deal if you get it from Superdrug. Oh wow, I don't know if you can tell, that just looks wet on the eyelid. That looks so nice. These foils are so pigmented as well. They're really applying well on the eyelid. I love that colour so much. That looks so nice. It's really gone on the lids. It's like just beautifully. It looks like wet on the lid. It looks so nice. I am going to go in and deepen that in the outer corner out, like just here, with a bit of darkness. So I'm going to go back into the matte shade just to give it a little bit more of a dimension. So I'm going to go back into the mattes, and I'm going to pick I feel like this shade here would be a good one. Yeah, I'm going to pick that one, and I'm just going to push this into the outer corner here, just to give it a little bit more depth, and a little bit like you've added a little bit more, you've taken a little bit more time on your look. Oh my goodness. These are truly blending out like a dream at the moment. I honestly love that. I have no complaints there whatsoever. I'm going to go in with my foundation. So I have this Revolution Pro foundation drops, and I believe this is supposed to be like quite a full coverage as well. I've got a primer on my face already. I think this could be a little bit light, in which case I'm going to add a little bit of a darker shade as well. Do you know what? We will just bronze it up. Drops. That's probably too much, but who cares? Okay, and I'm going to start in by like patting this into the skin. Oh my. This is quite full coverage, guys, but I'm not complaining. If you can tell, it has, I mean, it has blended out like a dream. It's covered up the blemishes and things. Like I said, it is a bit of a lighter shade for me, but that's my own fault for choosing this shade. Anyone else hate when their lips get foundation on them? Looks so gross. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about this. It looks really nice. It does look a little bit oily. And I mean, I need to set down my foundations and concealers anyway, so that's nothing new for me. But I'm going to go back in with this Revolution Under Eye Concealer. If anyone was wondering, this is in the shade C2. And I'm just going to put this under the eyes. And then I'm going to blend this in with my foundation brush. I mean, that did its job, right? Looks quite smooth under the eyes. Revolution are up in their game here, I swear. I am gonna, this part I'm scared about because I literally never do this, but I've got this Revolution, I Heart Revolution coconut scented baking powder. It's like this, and you get quite a lot of product in here. It's quite a big tub. I'm going to try and bake my under eyes. Absolutely terrified, but I'll give it a go. It comes with a nice little puff in the pot. Now I am just gonna take my, by the way, this Eco Tools beauty sponge is actually really nice, and the packaging and stuff, it's like biodegradable. So if anyone was in the market for another beauty sponge and they wanted to check it out, try this one out, because I don't normally get along very well with beauty sponges, but this one is actually really nice and it wasn't expensive at all either, so check this one out. And I'm just putting this on the sponge, and I suppose you just put it under the eye, right? Completely new to this, so don't judge me. Also, not too much of it's coming out either, because there's like a little stopper on this powder, which is quite nice actually. I'll show you. It's kind of got like the little sifter, and there was a film on it, so you peel it off and you have this, and then obviously you have the little sponge on the inside as well, which I don't use them, but it's nice to have, I guess. So that's that under the skin. I'm going to put just a little bit in the lid and try and set the rest of my face with that as well, just to light dust in. Like I said earlier as well, I'm going to bronze all of this up. So, okay, I will say that has just mattified my forehead like no other, and it actually looks pretty nice. So, for an all over powder, it's quite nice. I have noticed though that it has cracked quite a lot on my under eyes, which obviously is not ideal. I wonder if we can maybe buff that out afterwards. So let me see if I can just take my normal little powder brush and flick this off and see if it smooths it out. Oh my. That has literally just like smoothed out my under eye like no other. So it had the little cracks in it where I was baking, but as I've brushed it off, it's kind of just smoothed it all out, and it looks really nice. I mean, obviously I wouldn't do this like an everyday thing. I think that's a bit intense for me personally. I really like it. I think it looks really nice. So I really like the powder. Who knew that I would be a fan of this baking situation? Okay, I'm going to go in with my bronzer, which I have this Oh my god, my makeup desk is just absolutely chaotic. I have this, now this one I got from Boots, and it's the XX Revolution. Found it at bronzer, and it's in the shade Demo. It's like this. Again, really nice packaging, really nice mirror in the top here as well. And I'm just going to take my normal bronzer brush, plop that in there, tap off the excess. And just lightly. That looks really nice. Okay. I'm going to just squish, pick up the bronzer and go more so down the sides of the nose. Guys, I really like this bronzer as well. I mean, Revolution, they're doing it for me right now. They really are. And now I don't have a new blush to try out, but I'm going to use my Milani blush in the shade Berry Amore. And I'm just going to plop this on my cheeks as well. And I don't have a highlighter either, but this is quite a sheeny blush, so it's quite nice. So I'm just going to put that on the cheeks. A little bit down the schnoz. Again, me being me, gone in a little bit heavy-handed. Just going to brush that out with my face powder brush. Nice. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. So I'm going to go in with a little pencil brush like this. This is an Emax design brush. And I'm going to take the colourbook palette. And I'm going to go back in with the colour that I put in the crease. So it's just like this little shade here. I'm going to take that and put that on the lower lash line. More towards the outer corner. I'm in love with this palette, I really am. Okay, and now, so I don't have a new mascara to try out, but I do have this Revolution Peachy lip gloss here that looks really nice. It's in with the little bulky packaging, which I really like. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on the lips. So it's quite an intense colour. Because it is quite an intense colour. I mean, I really like the colour. I just look a little bit crazy with it. I'm just going to take a bit of a tissue and just... And now it's a little bit more wearable for me. I'm going to do my mascara and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so overall, I've been so impressed with Revolution in this video. I think that the eyeshadow palettes, the colourbook stories are so stunning. You get every variety that you could possibly need. And I also think that they'd be really good for like makeup artists as well. If you need to take like a really nice neutral palette with you, they would be really good and they would come in handy. Obviously I'm not a makeup artist, so they could think differently, but I think you get quite a good variety there. Also the baking powder surprised me actually. I thought it was going to look really cakey and everything. I've never really done the baking situation before, but when I brushed it off and everything, it looks so smooth under the eyes. Really like it. The bronzer, I just feel like blended out effortlessly. I think it looks really nice. The concealer as well added quite a nice bit of coverage. It wasn't too overly full coverage, so it kind of blends in quite well. It's actually really nice, not drying at all. The foundation I actually think has gone really smooth, and everything that I've used on top of it as well has gone on really nicely as well, so it's not caked up or made anything skip, hard to blend, anything like that. This lip gloss, very intense, but like I said, you can just blot it down, and this is actually a really nice colour, and it's quite a nice peachy shade. Also, which I'm now starting to realise, is it's got like a bit of a tingle to it, like a bit of a mintiness to it. So if you like that kind of thing, or if you don't like that kind of thing, maybe it's something to keep in mind. I really like it. I like the plumping glosses and things like that, so I don't mind it too much. So yeah, I think that everything else has just gone absolutely amazing. Really like how this makeup has turned out, and I think I've got some really good finds here as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.